This is a jump start unit that's rather powerful. I'm going to go over what it can start, but it's also a combination tool that can also pump up tires, football, basketball, sports equipment, and is a multi-functioning tool. I love those multi-functioning tools. Let's get into this. We'll do an unboxing and I'll demonstrate how it works. Let's get right into it. The AP 3000 is a portable car jump starter with air compressor that will inflate your tires, as well as, sports balls, bicycle tires, motorcycle tires, tires up to 150 psi. And the jump start unit is supposed to be powerful enough to include 8.0 liter gas engines and 6.0 liter diesel engines as well. Let's see what's inside. These are going to be the contacts for the jump start unit. And these seem to be common. This kind of connection looks exactly like this for just about all of the jump start packs out there. This here is going to be a button. If you hook this up to your battery, and I'll show you a little bit later, and the battery's so stone cold dead that it will not register on the meter here, hit this as a turbo boost, and this will give power to the connectors for 30 seconds for those stone cold dead battery terminals. All right, so we do have USB-C connectors. So you'll be able to, from this unit, you're going to be able to charge your phone and whatever needs to be charged from the unit besides car batteries. So you have a user manual that comes with, a thick one. And then the unit itself, pretty cool looking. So this is going to be a flashlight, and this is multifunctional. I'm going to show you this in just a couple minutes. We have these handles here. And then in the back, you also have a support, so you can kind of put this on its side. As you're pumping up tires, you can see the unit working itself. I wouldn't prop it up like this under the hood, but it could drop off on the floor. That would be perfectly fine. Also, under here, you have the air pump hose. Just pull that out from its station. You have about a 2-foot hose that can connect onto the valve stem of your tires, bicycle, car, motorcycle, or they're in here somewhere. I believe they are in this storage case here. You have different size needles for balls, and if you have a mattress or anything like that, this attachment here will work, and that just goes right onto the end of that. So everything is within the unit, everything you need. You don't need a carrying bag or a carrying case for this, because everything you need to make this thing function is attached to the unit itself. And then just folds right in there like that. Over here, you're going to have two covers. The first cover, if you open it up, it will reveal the port where your jump cables go. And they can only go in one way, as you see. Plug them in. Now, the only thing that I find that is a little annoying. Okay, so this is dead and this needs to be charged up. The only thing I find annoying is the length of the cables. I wish they were just a little bit longer, but that goes for just about every unit that I have. They're all short, stubby ones like this. So let me get this charged up, and then we'll show you what it can do. Over on this side, under this flap, is going to be your input-output. USB-A, USB-C, and then a power cord. I'm just going to charge it up with USB-C. So let me plug this in and we'll charge it up. And with that blinking indicator, you know it's charging. All right, so we have a full charge now. The first thing I want to take a look at is the LED light. Now, this would be fine if you're having some problems and need to work on the vehicle, or if you just need some light for wherever you're walking at nighttime, or you hold the power button and that's what makes it come on, and it's pretty bright. And it has other functions as well. If you tap it, it'll go to an SOS sort of blinking light in case you're having any type of issues roadside and you can't communicate. This is one way you can. Tap it again, and we just have a steady flash. Tap again, we have some red lights. Again, any roadside issues, lay this behind the car facing traffic, and that'll help get their attention to stay clear from you, especially if you're not pulled off to the side of the road far enough. And then that just turns it off. So, the next thing we want to do is plug in our jump start unit. And again, I showed this a little bit earlier. They all seem to have this standard plug-in right now, like that. And it only fits in one way, so it's real easy. You can't get it mixed up. Push it in there, and you're going to see this come to life. So the first one here is going to be a car battery, picture of a car battery. So when the car battery shows up and you have full bars, or even 2 or 3 bars is enough to jump start a regular vehicle. This will start just your regular car battery, truck battery, diesel batteries, heavy duty batteries. If you're in your vehicle and you're turning the key and it doesn't do anything, no lights on the dash, your battery may be completely dead. If you're turning the key and it clicks, that could be a starter, or it could be the battery is low on power. And if you turn it over, turn the key and it turns over, but it's turning over really slow, then your battery is definitely low. Those are 3 indications you may need to jump start your vehicle. Pop the hood. Depending on the vehicle, your battery's most likely either going to be here or here. Sometimes it's back there. Sometimes it's under the back seat. Sometimes it's in the trunk of the vehicle. You have to look at your owner's manual to find out where it is. Some will have these protective caps over the posts, which are a good idea. And even if you have those, there is corrosion going on. So you definitely want to clean that first. And then once it's clean, then we can hook up the jumper cables and see if we can get this thing running. Once you have this thing hooked up, you want to keep these cables apart from each other. Hold the positive end away from the negative end so these do not make contact. Then come up to your vehicle and get this thing settled on an area where it's stable and it's not going to fall over when you're turning over the engine. But I can tell you, they do not leave you a whole lot of cable to hook up to this. When you do hook it up, you want to hook up your positive end first. Now, if this had a longer end to it, I normally look for maybe a post on the strut tower or a bolt for ground, maybe on the frame here, but this will not reach, so we're going to have to go onto the battery itself. Once we go onto the battery, you're going to see this light It's going to light up green. That means that it does indicate that this is hooked up to a battery that has a little bit of juice to it. If it did not, this would either not do anything or it would light up the red button, and you would need to push this turbo boost. So if you have a battery that's stone cold dead, push this button right here and it will give you 30 seconds. 30 seconds of extra time so you can hop in and turn over a dead battery. We have the tone for the door again. We have our lights on with the, oh, turn that off. With the key on. Turns over really fast, and I mean, it just starts up really quick. A very impressive unit. When it comes to the jump start unit, you can jump start little vehicles with little batteries, lawnmowers, tractors, you name it, all the way up to your heavy duty 8-cylinder or 10-cylinder vehicles, gas engines, diesel engines. I've taken with to auto auctions and car lots and have jump started car after car after car, and it's impressive when they're new how many they can jump. As they get older, their ability to hold a charge will degrade a bit. So that's with all of the jump start units that I've had. I've had pretty many of these, including 3 or 4 models of the NOCO units. And this one here, so far, is performing and holding up just like they do. So, you know, I'll keep you up to date as to how long it lasts before the charge starts to degrade and I can only maybe jump start 1 or 2. We'll keep an eye on that. Another problem you may have either at home in the driveway or out on the road is a tire that's going down or a flat tire. So on the sidewall, there will be information as to how much PSI cold your tire should hold. I can already tell this one's really low. So I'm going to find that tag, find out how much air needs to go in the tire. I'm going to come over to the unit here, power it up. Now the first indication is going to be for a car tire. This one's set at 38 PSI, and with these buttons here you can adjust that, hook it up, and hit the power button. And it will start to pump up to that pressure. If you want to inflate a motorcycle tire, there's that indicator. Hit it again. Bicycle tire. And all these pressures for these settings can be adjusted right here. Then football, basketball, soccer ball, you name it. Settings here. Let's go back to, so this button here would be if you want to inflate, I don't know, like a bed or an air bed or air mattress. Anything where you just need air to come through continuous, there's that setting. Let's go back to car, get it hooked up, and see how it inflates the tire. All right, the first thing you want to do is remove the valve stem cap, and all stems on all tires should have them. If they don't, go buy some, go to an auto parts store and buy a cap. Looks just like this. So after that's removed, then we can get this hooked up, lock it on. Let's get our settings correct here. Car, 38 pounds. Let's see. So on this tire, it should be max pressure on this tire, 51. I'm going to go with 48. $9.40. I'll go 45. No, we'll stick with 48. And let's get her pumped up. starting off with 10, and we'll see how quick this goes up. And the tire's going up rather quickly. So here we go, and when it does get up to that pressure, it has a gauge in it, it will automatically shut off and shut down. You can have a light while you're doing it. So we inflated the tire, we've had the light going, we jump started the vehicle, and we still have 4 bars, we still have full power. We can go around to many vehicles if you own a car lot, if you have more than one vehicle, if you're going searching for used cars, if you're going to an auction, this is a great tool to have. When you're finished, tuck away the hose. Snaps right in there. Now the only thing that I wish it would have is a bag to carry everything together. This has compartments to hold the hose, to hold the fittings, but as a whole, the cables and the charging cables, you know, a nice carrying case with some strings or a loop would be really nice to have and would make this a great package. So to recap, emergency LED light, tire inflator, jump start pack, a hefty unit. You could feel the heft to it. It's rather big compared to some of the other ones out there, and it has been holding power to do many, many jump starts. For me as a car flipper that goes to the auctions, I need this to jump start multiple units and pump up tires. It does that. No complaints so far. I'm just going to go ahead and find a bag to put this in to carry it around with the cables and everything else. Charge it up, maybe keep some in your garage. Keep one of these for sure in the back of the trunk or in the cargo area of your vehicle, and it may save you from being stranded roadside. I'll put a link down below so you can look into it further. I'll catch you in the next video.